Living life on repeat, it's the worst, right? On one hand, you better be grateful. You've got a job, you've got food, you've got shelter, heck, you even got nice things. On the other hand, you're feeling a bit empty. You're just going through the motions, waiting for something better to happen. Your calling is out there, but every day you're getting further and further from who you want to be. Hello and kia ora, my name is Siobhan. You've either stumbled upon this video because you're feeling the same, or you're here for a good laugh. Either way, please keep watching. I'll be discussing how I'm feeling, how I'm going to try and overcome it, and in the end, we'll find out why I'm creating these videos and sharing them online. Alright, so friends and whānau, let's jump straight in! Okay, so this feeling I've had, it started around about 2016 when I graduated as an optometrist. So, the job was great. I mean, I was able to afford things on my wish list. I was able to get food and shelter. But at the end of it, on its own, I just felt a bit empty at the job. So I'll turn up, I'll come home, and I didn't feel like I was fulfilled or I was seeing my purpose or whatever. And I realized to myself that I couldn't be like this for the next 30 to 40 years. I tell myself that this is my first job, it's going to get better with the next jobs. And fast forwarding a wee bit, I got those new jobs and it felt like it was the same. So I had to kind of think about why I was feeling this way. And I can only explain it through this thing called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So if you don't know what that is, I've got it here right next to me. And it's basically a hierarchy of what humans need to feel satisfied or feel happy. And you'll notice that at the very bottom, we've got food and shelter. So that's the first basic need that people need. Next, security, so that's like a house or having some form of shelter. After that, we've got our relationship with our friends and family and whānau. And the fourth level on the list is prestige. And you can see at the very top is self-actualization, that you're living your life's purpose. So I felt like with optometry, I got all four of those things. I was able to get food, shelter, I was able to have good relationship with my people at work, with friends, and as an optometrist, I felt proud about my career. I was helping people, it was a well-paying job, it was a job that I was perceived as being like a good job. But I wasn't getting that top of the pyramid, which is self-actualization. And on that quest for self-actualization, I started looking at personal finance, trying to retire early, online businesses, side hustles, but those things involved a lot of struggle and things I couldn't really tolerate for even 10 years. So when you had the struggle, I tried communicating this with the people around me, but most people were pretty satisfied with where they were, and a lot of them noticed there was a problem, but they didn't want to do anything about it. But then I had my saving grace, and that was what I learned about with the online presence in this podcast.
Basically going on in all of this is if you don't have a presence on the internet, you are essentially limiting your entire life to the physical space around you. You're limiting the people you interact with to the physical space around you. You're limiting to, the sort of ideas that you put out there and the ideas that you're exposed to like the physical space around you, job opportunities, collaborations, everything is just limited to your geography if you don't have some sort of a physical, an online presence.
Okay, so I started a blog, I started a newsletter. By the way, guys, I think you should subscribe to the newsletter. The link is down in the description below. And nothing much really came of it. I mean, it was like I was shouting into the void. Some friends would comment on my newsletter, but I didn't have an audience or a following. And it's been a year since I've been doing this. But aside from that, I really did enjoy the process of creating content online. And then this opportunity came up. Alright, before I got into the whole YouTube sphere, I was really into this content creator called Captain Sinbad, and he had this really great video about the loser's game. Now, just to summarize the video really quickly, he talks about the loser's game being akin to tennis. So the professional players would play really risky shots to win the game. Versus if you're an amateur or a beginner, you'll be playing less risky shots just to keep the ball in. Doing the optometry degree was a very low risk option. I was able to get a good job, a well-paying job, without sacrificing too much or having to risk too much, without sacrificing what my true calling would have been. And in the words of Captain Sinbad,
it's great to play the loser's game 90% of the time, but every once in a while, take that swing, make the power move, be the professional.
So yeah, I took that swing. I resigned from work, I sold the house, I moved in back with my parents. I spent over $10,000 on camera gear and an online course to grow a YouTube channel. So I haven't really explained why I'm making YouTube videos. This is more about me being in crisis, so I decided to make videos on YouTube. But one of the main reasons is I want to connect with others who are like-minded. Another reason too is I want to make that shift from being a consumer of content to a creator of content. And this is where I start to introduce some technical mumbo jumbo with Web 1.0, Web 2.0, Web 3.0. Just to give you a really, really quick summary. So Web 1.0, that's basically the read era. That's the stage most of us are at. So that's where we just simply consume content that's being produced by a big business. The next stage is Web 2.0. So that's the read and write era. That's where people like us can create content for other people to consume. The next level is Web 3.0, which I believe is to do with owning the internet. So instead of the platform owning the content that is being created, the individual who created that content can actually own that content wholly. So I've not really found a way to capitalize on Web 3.0, but I think it's better to be at the Web 2.0 stage, the creator stage, than being a simple consumer at Web 1.0. Also, another reason as well is it just gets me going. Being able to connect with the audience and resonate with their feelings and help people is something that I really want to aspire to. So how am I finding it so far? Well, I'm not really sure yet. All I'm trying to aim for is make a video every week that I'm proud of and be able to improve slightly with every single video that's made. And hopefully in the end I can build an audience from that. In fact, this is more of a video I wish I had when I was younger. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Now I want to leave you guys with a phrase from Phil Knight, who's the creator of the sports apparel business, multi-billion-dollar business, Nike. Now in his memoir, Shoe Dog, which I have right here, he labels his idea to start the beginnings of Nike as his crazy idea. Call it a delusion, but YouTube is my crazy idea. Crazy. I don't know if this works out, but one of my friends said to me, and he has no idea how profound this is to me, but if you're watching this, and you're probably not, but thank you so much for saying this. And he told me that life is about minimizing regrets. And the way I see it is, if I didn't do YouTube, it's going to be a regret that I'm going to hold for the rest of my life. And I think if you have the opportunity, everyone should pursue their crazy idea. Go and chase the top of that pyramid. Because at the end of the day, nothing is more beautiful than someone living out their potential. So yeah, I probably created more questions than answers. But if you're interested in my likes and dislikes in optometry, I'd encourage you to check out this video here. Also, I give a video about my crisis and a more tellable story and my move in back in with my parents in this video here as well. Now guys, if you found this video useful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Also, if you find any of my content useful, please consider subscribing. Finally, thanks for watching. Take care and talk soon.